Euro USD, now we are based on daily chart. As we can see, the price drop. Now the thing is whether it can continue and come to this level, or there is a possibility the price reverse. If reverse, where drop some more, not okay, but we cannot see anything here. In this case, we move to 4-hour chart. Okay, as we can see, based on the 4-hour chart, we have a correction here. Okay, and this is the low. Okay, now the thing is, if we should look for the down move or up move. Again, we have a correction, the possibility the price is there, similar to what we have here. But the best things if we can get the up move. Okay, before we get the up move, may we get the down move, and also the possibility the price drop and continue and break this low is there. Okay, but when we want to trade, we see which one and what's the best possibility. That's why we talk about the different options. In my last video, we talked about the first, if this is the move correction and this is the one is going to move down. That's why I say this correction. When we talking about this correction, this is the first option. This is the only correction, and this is the move. The one is going to come to this level. The another option we talk about putting this one relative to this. That's why I say if we go for the second option, we go for this, we should expect the up move. If the up move, whether from here or we have a correction, drops again and reverse. Okay, that's why we say how we want to trade this. But based on 4-hour chart, there was no trade setup. Based on 1 hour, I will talk about this more. And what we are going to get here is the correction. Okay, we want to see whether we can get a down move trade or the price can reverse. We don't have any information right now. That's mean can confirm how we can trade it. We move to 1-hour chart. Okay, again based on 1-hour chart, I want to talk about this. In my last video, when the price was exactly here, I mentioned if we want to look for trade for the down move, we want to get the correction here before we take the trade. Whether the price, this one corrects similar to what I draw, or the price come and reverse, we get the correction. Why? Because I mentioned that we need to get the trade set up. Every time we want to take the trade, we need to have a trade set up. Okay, from based on 1-hour chart, now we're talking based on 1-hour chart. When the price was here, even this one is a drop. Okay, that means from here there was no trade setup. Even the price dropped very good. Okay, but we didn't have any trade setup. All right, it's okay. That's why we want to get a trade setup before we trade, because we don't want to put our account in the risk. Okay, to trade this, the only option was having entry below this, but in my last video I never mentioned about this, because whenever I talk about having entry is that the times the price is moving fast, similar to what we have here. Why I didn't talk about this? Because of this gap. But it doesn't mean we cannot talk about this. We cannot trade it. We can trade it. But when we analyze, okay, the times we can make a decision having entry below this, we are watching our trade. We see how fast is this. Because of the risk, we need to know how to trade it. Okay, the reason is we didn't talk about it is that how about if we had entry here, price tag and reverse. Okay, the only things I want to highlight here, the price, yes, drop from here where we analyze very nicely, but we didn't have a trade setup. From what we can see and based on 1-hour chart, we are not talking based on the lower time frame. If anyone trade based on the lower time frame, it difference, because and the analysis was based on the 1-hour time frame. Okay, what I want to mention here, that we should have a trade setup. Okay, all the times the price doesn't move like this. Okay, we cannot sell here without having a trade setup. That's why we said we should get the confirmation or any other things. And now we want to see how we can trade it. Okay, still we say it based on what we have here. Okay, we are not sure what we will get here. Still from what we have here, still there is a possibility we get what the similar to what the correction drop. That means still we get the correction and drop. The possibility is there, but how are we going to trade it? Okay, and how about if the price, as we can see, we have a divergence based on this one, but based on this we don't have it. And as we can see, based on the higher time frame, this price is low. How about if the price reverse? That's mean the both possibility buy up move and down move is there, but we want to see how we can trade it. First we talk about the down move. Why we want to talk about the down move? The things is if what repeat here, I mean what we have here repeat here, that's mean we get a correction, the price drop. Okay, now what I can say here, if the price is within this low, yeah, one of the option can be having entry below this. And when we have entry, if it wants to price drop fast, similar to what we have here. But how about if the price come, as we can see, is moving and break this high and go higher? Do you want to have entry below this within this gap? It depends. For me, I won't suggest it. Okay, that's why the best is having trade setup within this, or we get the trade setup at the top. We see how high it go. All right, the only if right now having a entry below this can be option, and the sharp move with the price come and break this high, maybe we shouldn't trade it, and I don't suggest to have entry below this. It depends what we will get here. Okay, then if you want to trade for the down move, we want to get the trade set up. At least the price come to this high, correct, and we get the trade set up, or we get like this. Okay, right now the only things I can mention, if the price come here or higher, any down move we take it, and if the price come here, we see continuation or not, because the possibility the price come here, we get this drop, we get this, it's there. All right, then this is how we can trade, look for sell. We want to see whether we can get the down move or not. And how about if the price come here, sharp drop, you didn't have a trade set up here, no entry here because you couldn't have it just now, we discussed, it's okay. All right, we look for the next one. Shall we look for the up move? Because we say the another possibility is for the up move. In this case, I've moved to forward chart. I want to show that. Okay, what do you think if you get any buy setup from here with the stop loss here? This is the risk and this is the reward if the price come. Do you want this? Yeah, it's good trade. If I get this, it's better than if I analyze the price drop here, I look for this profit, and where is your stop loss? Here or here or here? Maybe from the trade setup we cannot be here. Okay, anyway, it depends on the traders, but what I want to say here, if I get this up move, this trade, if whatever we have here repeat and with this risk, I prefer this. What I want to say here is that when we get this kind of the move, we can similar to what we have here. The price drop sharp, but what do you get here for the up move is fast. How about if what I get here? Do I want it? Yes. But before we get, I need to look into all this correction of the possibility for the up move. And whenever you look for the buy, based on the whatever the time frame, you should know how to manage it, because you are in a correction. You get a few times you look for the up move, but the price doesn't move. That's why you need to manage take out in the break even if it's not moving. But if you get the trade in terms of the risk and reward, you will get very good move. Okay, that's why I want to talk about the buy as well. All right, do I have a buy setup based on 1 hour chart? No, I move to 15 minutes. All right, based on the 15 minutes, when the price was here, yes, we had this move, the correction. Based on the 15 minutes, having trade above this was good. This is a buy setup. But when you see this buy setup, you see the price is dropping, you move your stop loss. Okay, that means this buy setup, it doesn't move. It's okay. If you get another buy setup similar to this, you take it. If doesn't move, take out. At least as long as you can manage it. Because if you get the up move, in terms of the risk and reward, is good. That's why if you get a buy within this correction, but before we take the trade, we need to get the setup. Okay, do I have a buy setup right now? I don't have anything. Based on the 15 minutes, this is the only one which doesn't move. Okay, how about if I move to 1 hour chart? We don't have a buy setup right now, and what we want to see what we get here. And right now we don't have any buy setup or any sell setup. Okay, and just now we talk about the buy, the sell, whether we get the correction or having entry as long as the price didn't break this top. Okay, then from there if we get any down move, we trade it. The only things I can highlight here, that if we see any really sharp correction, we try to see the up move. But rather than that, I don't see anything else. We have to wait. Okay,